3.
This is day 3 of the...
Please don't hang on the pole though.
Of the
Demolition. Okay. Hello, friends. Yesterday we did it my dad way, where we just ramrod it. We brought the house down, and it worked for us. After some rest and peaceful meditation, thought through it and get a little safer, hopefully, this time.
Yeah, we're right back at it.
We're right back at it. Day 3, rebuilding the farmhouse. Our goal today is to get the ceiling tore out. Would be a great thing to do, but we're going to try to. Yesterday, we cut about 2 bays wide, about 32 inches wide. I ripped it all the way down, and then I used a support jack here, and I cut it here and just let one big chunk go flop on the ground. And that worked, but it also almost took out the pole, which was supporting the rest of this, just by, that much. So, I think I got it on camera, actually. So. We're going to try to be a little more cautious today. We've decided to do one joist at a time. We're just going to split it down the middle and then kind of so the pieces will be smaller, more manageable, and better. Safer. Yes. So, first order of business.
Joining us today is Peppa.
Peppa Snack Shack. Yes, this is Elizabeth's dad, Pat. You'll get to know him all this summer. Of course, we got Elliot and Henry. And they'll
probably won't see me because I'm going to be in the back row watching.
Yeah, he's going to take the supervision spot in the back, eating snacks. Elizabeth and Lisa, her mom, are outside cleaning up. Twins are outside. Benny's playing on the tractor somewhere.
The twins are not cleaned up; they're getting dirty.
They're getting more dirty. So it's going to be a good day. I'm going to try to situate where you can see the action, and it'll be good. It's going to be good. Okay. We'll try not to smash you. You may be asking yourself, why is this guy cutting into the ceiling and there's asphalt roof above it and am I not seeing daylight? Hey, good question. So the answer to that is, this house, the room we're standing in, was an addition to the existing house, basically to the north, and it's been, I think, added on to maybe 2 times and squared up. So originally it was the front room, and then the next main part of the house, the eaves run this direction, and this had a flat roof over here. When the most recent fire happened, what I decided is to square up the whole house and added a corner in that direction, which never had a roof on it before. So instead of having one eave going this way and one going this way, one going this way, they just squared up the whole thing to where like a barn roof over all of it. And that works out really well. The only thing is, they built the roof over the section of the house we're standing in now. Instead of tearing it out because it's difficult and going to be sweaty and hot, they just built up and over on top of it, which is fine structurally, but now we get to clean up the mess. So that is what. So now our goal here is, kind of like eating corn on the cob, I'm going to take my ladder down, cut maybe a 2-foot section or so, something that's kind of manageable, and then it can be handed off to a human. A human can throw it into the bin. I'll work our way down to the pole, and the pole is supporting from here over, and that's the idea. That's what we're going with. Alright, we're going with even more horsepower. The chainsaw's working okay, the blade is dull, the chain is dull. I got this for my birthday, for Christmas or my birthday, one of the two. I think my birthday. And it's a DeWalt pole saw for trimming outside. And what I need to do is just kind of like rip it down. And so we're going to try this out and see how it goes. guys are so cute. Look at Daddy.
Strawberries.
Okay, here's what we're working with. What I've decided to do is basically remake a header. Pardon the camera shaking. Alright, see how those used to stick out? Those were just kind of... What happened was is this one right here on that cut was the very top sill, and this was the top sill underneath it, so a double top. And what they did was, you see that board right there, that joist went, and then it had roof and asphalt. So there's the diagram of one of those. All I did was put this like knee wall over top of it. So as I'm taking out below it, I'm left with a void that's like this. Okay. Now, get my tape measure. We're 7 and just over a half from the face and the top sill. But then there's also what was like the tongue and groove sheeting still in the back. And that is more like the width of a 2x6. Sorry, I can't do it one-handed here. The width of a 2x6, okay? And so here what I've decided to do. I decided I'm going to take a 2x6, put it on top of this sheathing to the under of this sill, kind of fill that void, let that be like a super temporary header as I redo this. So 2x6 to here, and then I can do a 2x8 that will come out flush with this and take up about half of the bottom plate, or top sill of the actual stuff. And then with what's left, I'll either, I'm deciding if I'm either just there going to put the ceiling joists and let it sit on, you know, an inch of this, or maybe I'll put one more like 2x12 or 14. That would give me some up and down with where I'm going to put those joist hangers. So that's where I'm at right now. Just a little update. I did get some scaffolding and an LED last night at LED work light last night at Harbor Freight. So much nicer. The Pat lent me his halogen ones, but it was already like 95 degrees in here, and then turn those things on and you just roasted. So these put off like virtually no heat, and I've only got one going right now. They're so bright. So I was able to I made a small change. Instead of like leaving that little half-inch or inch of sheeting on the outside, I cut it flush, and so I put the first, and so that changed it to where I could put 2x8 and that fill the void. Now I'm going to put another 2x8 to fill the void and build it out here. We'll still have a bit of a ledge. I got it from there, and I did it in chunks to try to, help support the roof all the way down. Okay, so all the old roof is tore out with the exception of those two rafters there. They're just sitting on top of the old shower at the moment. So now I've got this 2x6 that I'm going to put up here in place and nail, and it'll be that will fill the void. And then we'll be ready to either, I haven't decided if I'm going to put like a 2x12 or something over here and hang the joist hangers, or if I'm just going to let it sit on here and use another 2x8. So we're filling that void, and now we're doing a continuous kind of a rim joist. It's almost continuous. It's probably about 2 feet short, 3 foot short. I've got more. So I haven't had to buy any wood yet. This is what it looks like. It's going great. Got my fan going, got my lights, and my scaffolding, and my radio. Everything's going well.